Mary Poppins Returns was directed by Rob Marshall and stars Emily Blunt, Lin-Manuel Miranda, Ben Whishaw, Emily Mortimer, Julie Walters with Colin Firth and Meryl Streep. Mary Poppins, played by Emily Blunt, is back to help the Banks family again fully understand their love for one another in the midst of possibly losing their family home to the bank. Mary Poppins was a generation-defining classic and one of the absolute peaks of the Walt Disney Company, turning Mary into as recognizable a character as any of their cartoon ones. The trouble with a potential sequel is the question, how do you make another movie 50 years later with so much attached to the original and not fall prey to being a dull nostalgia trap? The answer? Dare to be different. There are things in Mary Poppins Returns specifically for those who remember and love the first movie, and aside from one major appearance by an original cast member, the film has all original songs, a completely different cast, creative team, visual style, thematic core, character designs, and story structure. Yes, Mary Poppins is here to make A. Mr. Banks, here the older Michael Banks, played brilliantly by Ben Whishaw, see that his children need his guidance, and that the children's imagination and innocence is the key to everything. But there's still something more here. Emily Blunt's Mary Poppins is far more sympathetic to the characters around her and much more willing to engage in songs, dances, and hijinks because she is still her. This is still Mary Poppins, but a new one we can learn about, and Blunt plays this practically perfect in every way. Our new Bert, named Jack, played by Lin-Manuel Miranda, is played with pure magic by a magical performer. The Banks family of Michael, Jane, now played by Emily Mortimer, and Michael's three children, are loving and warm, and turns from Julie Walters, Colin Firth, and Meryl Streep are just three great actors having the most fun possible with their roles. Mary Poppins Returns smartly relies on the songs to inform the characters, and what amazing songs they really are. Filled with rich themes directly tied to the story beats and those character arcs, I'm sure you'll be left humming Can You Imagine That and Trip a Little Light Fantastic for weeks after. There's even a few areas where Mary Poppins Returns improves on the original, with cinematography, production design, filming locations, and the scene integrating live-action actors with an animated world. That Royal Dalton sequence is some of the most magical cinematic stuff I've seen in a while, sending shivers all over at just how perfect it is. It makes me miss 2D animation so much. Seriously, this is on the Who Framed Roger Rabbit level of wow. Where this sequel can be held back is with the pacing. Once again, feeling at times like a compilation of just musical sequences. Here, it's connected to a bit more of a straightforward plot, which is a pro and a con. The original can feel a little meandering in its limited plot, and some may want that looser style for the sequel, which just isn't what happens. We have an actual goal for the characters to achieve. There is something that they have to do, something they have to get that drives every scene, and sometimes the musical sequences, even though the songs are really rich, sometimes the emotion just isn't always there. It can feel a little hollow in those moments. In any case, Mary Poppins Returns is a magical, beautiful looking, and generally fun film fit for everyone out there. It sets itself apart and tells its own story with its own characters and its own Mary Poppins, and I enjoyed that immensely, and I'll say that Mary Poppins Returns is a B.
Sorry, Marge. I'm afraid this gets my lowest rating ever. 7 thumbs up.
So Mary Poppins Returns, have you seen it? What do you think about it? What do you think about this review? Let me know down below, and if you want more Mr. Movies, follow the links coming up right now, and thank you for watching.